Tea is an art, and at Zesta we have perfected the art of tea. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see the marketing plan B8 worked on day and night to make Zesta the #1 tea brand in Sri Lanka. Moving on, Watawala Tea Ceylon Limited is a subsidiary of Sri Lanka's giant conglomerate Sunshine Holding PLC. Watawala Tea Ceylon Limited is the market leader with 36% of market share with 3 tea brands under its purview, namely Rankahata, Watawala and Zesta. So in this presentation, we are focusing on building the brand equity for Watawala Tea Ceylon Limited's premium brand, which is the Zesta. Pestle analysis. Political forces. The company should be looking into the frequent changes in taxation policies, stability of government and the stability of government institutes, and the industry-specific or product-specific taxes or the subsidies, incentives, concessionary policies the government is offering into this tea industry. Economic forces like per capita income levels, exchange rates, interest rates, because they can make a huge impact on the company revenue. Social forces like trade unions, market trends, health conscious, we need to look at it as a company. Technological forces, level of automation. That point can reduce a lot of costs. I mean, we can reduce the company's operational cost by replacing these machines to people. And e-commerce platforms, digital marketing that can guide the company towards online marketing. So through that, business can looking into leads in international market as well, and even in the local market they can grab more customers. Environmental forces like weather conditions, the legal forces like low governing employee rights and maximum retail price the government has imposed on tea product. SWOT analysis. The overall company's strength is the #1 strength it has is it is inheriting the legendary parent company which is called Tata Group, headquartered in UK. It's a very well-known company in the world. Watawala Tea Ceylon Limited has 30% of the market share, which is a very good indication again in terms of its competencies. It may be far ahead of the competition compared to the other tea manufacturers or in par. Watawala owns 18 prime tea estates in all elevations surrounding its background integration because it assures the continuous flow of raw materials to the company and the knowledge-led workforce to ensure profitability of the organization. Those are the valuable strengths they have. Weakness. Lack of proper differentiation between Watawala and Zesta. You would find no differentiation even in terms of their prices. Few flavors added to the product range and few offered to the local market. You just go and see their green tea. They just have pure green tea and only jasmine flavored green tea. That's not enough. High cost of production. The researchers are saying the huge amount is invested on the companies investing huge cost on labor. Inability to achieve the expected crops due to seasonal changes again be a weakness. Opportunities. Due to COVID-19, people tend to drink more hot beverages like tea. Chinese doctors were saying people to consume more tea. And consumers are becoming more health conscious. The green tea is in the top of the list. New flavors and packs to the suit connoisseur target markets. Zesta, they have different products catering into different markets. So then again, it's a good indication because they feel like they can expand these target markets. Threat of substitutes such as coffee. There are a lot of coffee beans now. You go to a hotel, they are giving you coffee over tea. You go to a small retail store, if you are going to go to Glowmark, and if you are going to go to their bakery, you just ask for tea. There are no tea. There's no tea. They have coffee instead of tea. 5-star hotels introducing their own tea brands. Go to Kandalaman, go to Cinnamon, they have their own brands. Lack of brand loyalty for tea. You see, tea is just a tea powder or whatever, either the offering is a iced tea or a tea bag. Finally, it's just a tea, serving you the same taste, right? Even Dilma is offering a tea powder, green tea, but the taste is almost the same unless it's a different flavor. Increasing number of competitors who provide quality tea targeting the same group are the threats. So my colleague Jandra will take you through the marketing plan's mission and objectives. So over to you, Jandra. Thank you.
Thank you, Danushka. When coming to the marketing strategy, mission and objectives plays a major role in the marketing plan. Your mission is to offer customers best cup of tea with the dedication to the highest level of customer satisfaction. Based on your mission statement, our consultancy team has set two main objectives for the next 3 years. Based on the marketing perspective, Zesta can target to increase the market share by 1%, and we didn't set this target more than 1% as it is unrealistic. You know, there are so many competitors in the market, as we have previously mentioned in the SWOT analysis under threats. And when coming to the financial perspective, Zesta can have results such as steady revenue and profit before tax growth by achieving the ultimate marketing objective of increasing the market share. And when coming to the marketing strategies are based on competitive strategy and the growth strategy. Competitive strategy flows between source of competitive advantage and market in which the business competes in. According to Porter's generic strategies, you can select among cost leadership, cost focus, differentiation leadership, and differentiation focus. Out of all these four, we recommend you to implement differentiation focus, which is gaining competitive advantage by offering to a narrow market. This differentiation strategy suits to Zesta very well because we have identified in their weaknesses that there's lack of differentiation between Zesta and Waterwala. And also Zesta offers very few flavors to the market. These things can be overcome by introducing differentiation focus. And also we didn't select cost leadership and cost focus as they are controversial with the mission statement and the objectives that we have set. And when coming to the growth strategy, we recommend you to implement product development in ANSOF metrics, which is offering a new product to an existing market. This will also help to overcome the problems that I have mentioned previously, like having a lack of differentiation among Waterwala and Zesta, and also having very few flavors in the market. So before implementing these strategies, first you have to identify which market that you have to cater in. For that, I would like to hand over the presentation to Aman. He will explain about segmenting, targeting, and positioning. Thank you.
Thank you, Jayendra. So after having formulated our marketing objectives and the competitive and the growth strategies that we may use in order to achieve these objectives, the next step in our marketing plan is to formulate the STP strategy. Okay, so when it comes to the STP strategy, the first step, segmenting, we have used 3 different variables to segment our market into groups of similar needs and wants. So the 3 different variables are geographic, demographic, and psychographic. So when it comes to the geographic segmenting, what we realized was, since Zesta is a premium brand and since people actually need a little bit of a purchasing power to actually pay a little extra to purchase Zesta to eventually taste that perfect cup of Ceylon tea, we had to focus on the urban population of Sri Lanka, namely the youth that are in areas such as Colombo, Galle, Kandy, etc. So these are the geographic segments that we can actually target because they have a better chance of selling our premium brand of tea. Now when it comes to the demographic segmenting, since our marketing objective is to basically promote tea to the youth segment, we have decided to choose the age gap between 20 to 34 years. Okay, so this is not a hard and fast rule, but generally this is the age group that we want to target. Okay, and in terms of social grade and income, it's basically the middle and upper income levels and the social grade of A and B, because again these are the segments that have actually a little bit of purchasing power to actually purchase the Zesta brand by spending a little extra. And in terms of the psychographic psychographic targeting, like we decided that since there are youth that are really health conscious, so they don't view tea as just a beverage, but they view tea as a beverage that actually gives them a lot of health benefits. And some actually look at tea as very as an energized drink, something that people drink to really relax and feel energized to carry on with the day. So these are the segments in terms of the psychography that we can actually target and promote the new product ranges that we are going to promote. So the next step is positioning. So right now, tea doesn't have a very attractive positioning in the minds of the youth. They don't really know the value and the real taste of tea, because people just have a lot of milk powder and have a lot of sugar. They don't really know what tea is. So what we're trying to do by revamping our entire Zesta brand and make it more appealing to the youth is to make it a little more trendy, make it, just to promote that idea of, what makes tea different in terms of the other beverages. How do you really enjoy tea? How can we get that into the minds of the people? How can we make tea more appealing to the youth? So in terms of doing this, to really have a positive and vibrant, trendy image in the youth, we have deployed the 4 Ps effectively to get this message across. So to talk more about the 4 Ps, I would like to invite Chandika to take this to carry on with our marketing plan. Thank you.
Thank you, Aman. In order to deploy the right positioning for the target youth cluster, the management should establish the right marketing mix through the 4P model. The 4P model, which includes price, promotion, place, and the product. When it comes to the product should be focused on the new product development and innovation basely. With the new young energetic minds with their working pressure and the competitive world, this product should be convenient and ready to go. So the Zesta should strongly consider the boxed iced tea and ready to go bottled black tea, green tea, flavored tea, bubble tea and milk spice tea under their orthodox and green tea categories. The next area their product should be focused on is capturing the customer stimuli in their minds, such as diet, nutrition, physical and energy, and herbal patterns and trends. So in order to do this, the logo of Zesta and the branding framework should be adopted to the youth cluster. The logo could be more vibrant in color and also carry a tagline such as Zesta, Young at Heart, in order to create that brand loyalty and brand value. Also, the products could be offered with complementary products such as tea infusers, flasks, mugs, and brochures to increase the market share. The next area the product should be enforced from is being eco-friendly and organic. So the management should adopt green manufacturing, purchasing and distribution channels to maintain minimum carbon footprint and create sustainability. This is the feeling of the youth capturing their feeling towards the mother nature and green environment and saving the planet Earth for the future generation. Also, Zesta could adopt eco-friendly packaging which are recyclable and non-hazardous to the environment. Also, by developing a digital platform for the ethical consumers using the new product Young at Heart teas, it will create the demand and the brand value for the new products. By that, I would like to invite Malik to express on price. Thank you.
Thanks, Chandika. Next, we move to the price. So when we're positioning a product range as a premium product or not, so that will be determined on the boundaries of the prices. So the quality and the service we offer always link with the price. So when we're talking about the competitive price, the product range we offer mainly targeting for middle and high income segments where the price of the product ranges are comparatively higher, but prices are competitive with the market price, because there are certain players who offer the premium products such as Dilma. So we benchmark Dilma and offer less prices than them. The next, I want to highlight some of the key challenges we will face when we're setting up the price. The first one is the maximum retail price. So that is the government regulation where we need to adhere to that. And also the second one is the higher overhead cost of the boutiques and luxury lounge. So boutiques and luxury lounge are one of the main places where we targeted to sell these products, because we are focusing on the middle and higher segments. So the overhead costs such as the rent of the buildings and electricity are a bit higher than compared to the other normal retail shops. So the keeping higher profit margin with these overhead costs would be a great challenge. So next I move to the next P, that is the promotion. So through promotion, we expect to disseminate the sister brand, the minds of people. So basically we focus on online and green marketing concept where it will attract the middle and the high income youth. So when we're talking about online marketing, so we are focused on the social media and YouTube platform where most of youth are in line with those media. So we can do the social media advertisement in Facebook, Instagram, the LinkedIn. Also, we can share post of the Zesta, and also we can make social trends. And also, we can use the celebrities to make social trends. For example, the Block and Dino, where we can make Zesta overnight hit. So also we can do a traditional email marketing campaigns where we can get emails from different sources such as universities and disseminate the sister brand to the public. So when we're talking about the offline marketing, we can use the promotional strategies such as the sponsoring events. So we can mainly focus on the youth via the sponsor university events, the product exhibition, the sports events, and also we can sponsor young, popular talent athletes to disseminate our sister brand to the minds of people. Another way we can get the customer traction is the product presentation, where we can have mobile stores on restaurants, cafes, gyms, and also we can have the tea tasting campaigns in open public areas like MC, Crescott, the Golfes, and also we can have those tea tasting campaigns in festival events. So those are things that we can have to make the Zesta brand to the youth. So now I would like to invite Bhairavi to continue the session. Thank you.
As mentioned earlier, this is an innovative product targeting a high-end, elite, affluent consumer segment who are willing to pay a premium price for a better product. It's important to understand the outlets visited by this consumer segment and ensure availability of products in the vicinity of those areas. General trade outlets are visited by all consumer segments. Creating availability of this premium product at a general trade outlet would not convey the brand image and the brand positioning intended by the company. Hence, the product would not be sold at GT outlets. However, MT, cafes, lounges are places frequently visited by our target consumers lately. Hence, we would focus on listing the products in such outlets. For example, supermarkets. They would carry the products at separate corners or shelves for Zesta alone, where consumers can view the entire range of the selected Zesta brand and select the preferred variant of their choice. Further, premium cafes and lounges would be established, creating a classy ambience for the target group to sit and enjoy the tea, which complements their current lifestyle as well. Also, gyms, food festivals are other places that are frequently visited by the consumer segment. Establishing outlets in all these areas is not possible. Hence, setting up vendor cards in the vicinity of this area, of course conveying and portraying the brand image, would be ensure product availability at the reach of the consumer segment. Finally, with the growing importance of e-commerce, and since the TG is affluent, literate and tech-savvy, the presence of e-platform is essential. While online sales has an advantage such as targeted advertising, the collection and use of data for future sales and forecasting could be noted to be one of the most important benefits.
Thank you, Bhairavi. So next, I would like to give you a brief overview in terms of financials. So as Jayendra mentioned earlier, our plan is to increase the market share by 1% over a 3-year period. And in doing so, we have obtained data from the annual report as well as in terms of market share, and from which both 2018-19 as well as 2019-20, from which we were able to derive the relative brand share as well as the market share for Zesta and Rankada. And as well as given in here, we use certain assumptions in order to find the average price per cup as well as using economic data on our target market being urban consumers in the
age range as mentioned as shown here, we were able to find out what will be our target market growth, new customers, as well as how we can penetrate into the existing market further. And based on that, based on our plan, we have considered a 10% marketing budget of our total revenue, and broken up into activities as shown here, such as obtaining quotes. We were able to validate the rates in terms of the social media campaigns as well as the TV advertisements. And based on our marketing efforts, we hope to realize an increase in the number of cups consumed by 4 million over a 3-year period. Next, to move on to implementation and results monitoring, which is a must-win battle, that in order to get through and to our plan, we need to have a proper plan with the milestones and responsibilities assigned to people in the marketing team, as well as budgets allocated and monitored on the achievements. As can be seen here, a tentative plan has been shown, which is once again a very high detailed plan, which needs to be streamlined further into each project. For example, there would be a need to have separate plan for e-commerce. However, at a high level detail, this would be the tentative plan, and already we have started progressing, monitoring progress, as can be seen in terms of the actual start and end dates of the particular work breakdown, and the project variance monitoring, and the financial budget overview as at 30th June in the first quarter is shown. In addition to this, we will also be monitoring certain KPIs, such as the relative increase in the sales leads from the e-commerce platform, as well as the actual year-on-year market growth rate, as well as the relative increase in Zesta's brand share. So next, Aman will be taking over. Thank you.
Thank you, Damshi. So to conclude our marketing plan, I would like to reiterate the fact that by implementing our plan, it will not only help Zesta increase its market share by 1% over the span of 3 years as outlined in our marketing objective, it will also have the added benefit of showcasing what real Ceylon tea is to our youth segment. Okay, so increasing the population of the youth that actually enjoy tea, we try to increase the market share and help whatever tea as a whole grow in terms of its prominence and relevance in the Sri Lankan tea industry. So with that being said, thank you so very much for listening to our marketing plan, and I hope that this will be implemented. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you so much.